Hey friends, your DM Scotty here. Great to have you with me. Back for another episode of the DM's Craft. And I want to do this episode because I found these wooden kits at the Dollar Tree, and I used a couple of them and made a really cool battering ram. So let's get to the table. I'll show you the kits and we'll get crafting. Alright crafters, I picked up these really cool kits at the dollar store. One's a race car, one's a bird feeder. And there's so many great wooden shapes in here. I'm like, oh, I can make some cool stuff. And I immediately thought of a battering ram. So let's go to the table, I'll show you what I did. I used the rod from the bird feeder and some wheels from the race car. And I'm going to attach the axle with just some white glue. Push it through. And now I'm going to use the excess axle as kind of the handholds for the people pushing the ram, so it doesn't matter if they're sticking out, right? But I do need to get it even, so I'll kind of push it down a bit, kind of play with it here. Get it pushed down. Get the right length. And I've got my two ready to go on the bar. So I'm going to put some white glue on those. Pop it on there. Just squeeze it together. And bam, we have a ram. Wow, that was easy. Okay, we're gonna add some more to it, but yeah. Okay, this is a 1/2 inch wide cardstock, and I'm gonna use it for the metal banding on the ram itself. So I'm gonna do like a 1/2 inch on each side, kind of pull in, or actually I think like an inch. Kind of bend it up so it fits on the front, get it in the right shape, pop some white glue on there, and just hold it on there. And this white glue holds great to wooden cardstock. It's fantastic to use, much easier to use than just the glue gun. Alright, so there we go. Now I'm going to use some more banding. This is a 1/4 inch, and I'm going to put some on the ramrod. So I'm just going to kind of measure this by twisting it around. I'm not really going to pre-measure. So I'll just pop that on there, measure it up, put some glue on, work the banding around, hold it for a few, and be ready to go. Now I put the banding on the two other spots on the ram, right? So it's really starting to fill out. I had these pieces from the race car and I thought, oh, this would really make a nice front of the ram. So I'm going to add these. So I'll just glue those right on front with the white glue. And that's really looking cool. I really like that. Alright, so that's dried up. So I'm going to use a 1/4 inch and go across the top here, kind of bend it over the bar and down onto the side pieces to simulate that's like being held down by the banding. You don't want your pieces to come apart when you're bashing a door, right? Huh? Alright, I'm going to use some more 1/4 inch on those pieces there, the side pieces. Just so easy to do. And this will look great when we paint it up. So hold that for a few. Alright. Now I'm going to use a piece on the front. I've cut the angles on the front to match the wedge, and I'll just push that up, so some more banding. Alright, now I have this jewelry piece, and I'm going to put it on the back with this hand drill. And this is just an extra detail I decided to do. I had this piece and I had the hand drill, so I'm just going to drill into the back and just put this jewelry loop in there. It's kind of a pull thing, you know. I guess on the ram. They could hook a chain to it. Pull it away. Use my goop, just pop it right in there. Good to go. Now I'm going to use these rhinestones. These are great for rivets on this cardstock, and you can get tons for so cheap. And these are just really small rhinestones. So just pop them off here. Just start putting them on the banding. And look at that. Look how cool that looks. I know it's a little blingy right now, but when we paint it, this is going to be so cool. Alright, now I have these jewelry caps. So I'm going to put these on the end. You wouldn't have to put these on, I just had them. And so I'm going to put some more rhinestones. Just to kind of cap the cap, I guess. Alright, cool. And the great thing about this project is there's so much wood left over from these two things. I can use this for tons of stuff, so great bargain. Yeah, it's just like, wow. Okay, now I'm going to paint it. I'm using burnt umber. This is kind of my base technique. You know, this stuff that's wood, I just base painted this burnt umber, which is a nice undercoat. And that on there. Now I'm going to use you could really use any kind of medium brown. And I'm just going to pull the brown on there. You want to leave it a little bit splotchy because it is wood, right? You don't want to just totally fill it in. You want some of that dark browns coming through. So I'm just finishing this up. So looking good, looking great. Awesome. Just easy peasy. All right. Now for the banding. Okay, this is where this project really comes alive. So I'll start painting the wheel caps here. And look at that nice detail popping out. Now watch me paint this banding. This is going to be so cool. Look at that, how that's really popping out. I love this technique. It really looks like metal banding with just cardstock. That's all it is. And those rhinestones really look like rivets. So this is just I love this magic phase where you paint something and it just transforms into something that it wasn't. So yeah, look at that. Just paint up, make sure you get all the banding. Wow, that is looking so cool. Now I'm going to use a little bit of burnt sienna, and this will be the rust. Just kind of speckle it on a bit, and that gives a nice little rust accent to that metal. Wow, look at that. That is just looking so, I'm just loving this, sorry. I'm just over here going, oh God, I love it. Okay, so I'm going to do some shadows on this, and I'm going to paint the edges of the banding and stuff, and that'll kind of pop it out. Now it looks a little dark now, like I've said in other videos, but it dries lighter than it looks when you put it on. It's a nice little detail that gives some depth to this thing. Okay, there we go. Wow, that is looking so good. Can't wait to terrorize my players with this. And just get all those details. Just use a thin brush, easy to do. All right, we're looking good. So we're going to finish this up, and then we'll head to the table, and I'll give you a look at what it looks like with some miniatures. Cool. Good job, DM Scotty.
Hey, my goodness, Roderick, defend us. By myself? The barbarians are at the gate. The door's gonna come down soon. I just know it. Oh, Roderick, stand firm. Do not let them enter. Boy, jeez. All right. Poor Roderick. Oh, no, now he must flee. Bye, Roderick. Whee! All right, so let me move these, the barbaric hordes there. And maybe a look at this battering ram. I think she came out really neat. The banding, really cool. Looks great. There's a few little extra details that I added, just really, I think, bring it to life. I gave it some rust on there to give it some wear and that kind of thing. So yeah, I'm really, really happy with this. And I think for a $2 that I spent on the wood to get it, it was a great deal. Plus all that extra wood I got that I can use for other projects. So there you go. A really cheap battering ram you can make.
Hey, I hope you find these tips helpful. If you did, give your old DM Scotty a thumbs up, and that'd be a like. Also, check out my forum and Facebook group, a bunch of wonderful people on there. And if you do like these vids, consider tipping. There is a little tip thing on the video. You can click on that and tip directly to your DM Scotty. And if you want to go take it further than that, you can go to Patreon and become a supporter and a member of the family. I have a monthly magazine called The Crafter's Lair, which you'll have instant access to when you become a supporter. Take care. Have fun gaming.
Anybody have some headache medicine? Oh.